Welcome to Luxon Photography. Right here I have 3 cameras, 2 Canon 6Ds and 1 Fuji X100T. I have here the 24mm f1.4 and the 135mm f2.0 and the X100T. And we took some pictures and I want to show you some of the images straight from the camera. All these images are taken at the same place and you see all of these images. This is not a selection, this is all images we took. And I set the camera to black and white because I just wanted to take some black and white pictures. Now there are all images as well in color, in the raw images, but these are JPEGs straight from the camera, and this is what you can also get straight from your camera. Now this is the 24mm lens. It's a wide angle lens, which means we get a lot in the frame. We see a lot of the background in the frame. And this is Anna. We took some pictures of her baby, you could say, or of our baby. And we just drove by with the car and saw this place, which looked really nice with this in the background. And I thought I'd show you some of the images straight from the camera. Maybe I darken this camera a little bit like this. I usually shoot wide open. Now I'm here at f2.0 and 1/4000th of a second. It's the maximum shutter speed I can take with this Canon 6D. It doesn't go to 1/8000, it only goes to 1/4000, and I'm shooting at ISO 100 or ISO 50. And I think it's a really nice look we got here. A strong contrast, and it's always nice to have some accessories with you. Here we have the hat, which fits perfectly into the scenery. Like a girl from the countryside with a shirt and with her hat. And these are small things that make a difference in the image, if you have a hat with you or not. So here you see we can get close in and get really nice sharp images, or the wide angle look where you see a lot in the background, the sky, the ground. Okay, so this is the 24mm lens. I can zoom in a little bit so you see a little bit more. And this is against the sunlight. Let me see that it's all in focus here. Let me see how close I can get. Yeah, I think that's better. And if you also want to get images like this straight from your camera, I recommend you our ebook Master Your Camera. I will explain everything about all camera settings with any camera you have. How to get images like this as well. And it doesn't matter if it's in color or black and white or with flash or indoors or outdoors in summer or in winter, it doesn't matter. All images in the book are straight from the camera with different camera models, so you also have cheap cameras in the book. And if you want images like this as well, I recommend you a look into the book. So this is the 24mm lens. Now let's head over to the 135mm lens. It's a very different look because it's a telephoto lens. A lot of the background is blurred out. I'm now shooting at f2.8. And we still have the nice strong contrast here with the daylight sun. And we see much less of the background and much more of Anna. Let me just darken this camera so you see it better. So, but in the end, I think the perspective is very similar to the lens we saw before, which is interesting because the images I just showed you before are taken with a wide angle lens, 24mm. This is 135mm, and yet we get a similar look to it and a similar perspective if I go further away. Now I'm far away and I see more of the background, or I get closer and I only see actually the person we focus on and everything else is blurred out. And I really like this look. Let me just darken this a little bit. I really like the look from the telephoto lens, where you can compress the image. Just brighten this up. Okay, it's a different camera, the same camera model, actually similar settings, also the black and white mode, and I put the contrast up just to get strong contrast. I think it really fits the scene here. And so you see all images here that we took with the Canon 660. Anna also took some images of me. And now we head over to the small camera, the X100T right here. So let me just push play. Let's take a look. Pop, 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 pop. Put it off, put it back on. Play. Okay, now this is the sepia look. Let me get closer. Now here we have the X100T, the Fuji. Has a 35mm equivalent, full frame equivalent lens. Let me just see that the focus is right. Yeah, I think like this it's okay. So, and you get really sharp images as well, straight from the camera. And it's also the black and white mode. I haven't changed anything here. It's the picture style straight from the camera. I haven't changed any settings. And you also get similar results like with the Canon version. I really love my Canon 6D. It has taken me over, one camera has taken over 650,000 images. And it still works, so I'm really impressed by what it gives me every day. So this Fuji X100T for me is just a gimmick. It's just fun. I wanted to buy a new camera and I didn't know which one to buy. The 6D Mark II wasn't out yet, and now it's out, but I just bought this one here just to play around with. And this is what you can get also straight from your camera. Now, if you want images like this, just take a look at our ebook, Master Your Camera. And I hope you enjoyed this quick comparison between these different camera lens combinations. And yeah, take a look through our channel for many more videos, camera comparisons and lens examples.